Good evening, my friends. We are so glad that you can be here. Welcome to the Durham Public Schools virtual all-county chorus event. My name is Jeremy Neighbors, and I am one of the chorus teachers at Durham School of the Arts, and I have had the pleasure of coordinating our virtual all-county chorus event this year. The choruses of Durham Public Schools were able to continue our yearly tradition of coming together to make music with singers from all over our district. This year, our musicians met safely online to learn and workshop 2 pieces of music. They collaborated with their fellow singers from around the district, worked with stellar DPS clinicians, workshopped their music with 3 different composers, and learned about the technology required to record themselves and create the amazing virtual choir videos that we're about to enjoy. Singers learned, practiced, and recorded the music by themselves at home with the help of their amazing teachers and families. Thank you so much to the many teachers involved in making this event happen this year, whether it was in rehearsals or through your encouragement of your students' participation. Before we share the final product of our students' hard work, I want to introduce Mr. Jeremy Tucker. Mr. Tucker is the Director of Arts Education for Durham Public Schools, and without his support and leadership, none of these virtual arts offerings would be possible this year. Thank you for being here, Mr. Tucker.
Thank you, Mr. Neighbors. On behalf of our Superintendent, Dr. Pascal Mabinga, and our Board of Education, I want to quickly bring greetings and a very warm welcome to each of you. This is our 4th virtual district arts event here in Durham Public Schools, and it's an honor to have our Durham community and all of our young artists here with us today. Also, a special thank you to our teachers, our parents, our school principals for your support and guidance during this event. It's through the master classes, the performances, and the showcases that each of our students have experienced that shows how Durham Public Schools is providing all of our students the ability to connect collaboratively and continue to experience success, as Mr. Neighbors referenced, and artistic achievement even during a pandemic. We're excited that March is Music in Our Schools Month. In Durham Public Schools, during the month of March, we celebrate the transformative power of all of the arts and the effect it has on all of our students. To celebrate, our arts educators wanted to share a very special presentation by many of our DPS students about why arts are so crucial in part of a well-rounded education, even as we return to in-person instruction. Mr. Neighbors, would you share this short presentation with our guests?
I like band because through my instrument, I get to create something amazing.
I get to play in a group with my friends.
Chorus helps me meet people.
It is a place where you can go and feel like you are part of a family.
It helps me grow with my singing.
As an orchestra, we get to do a lot of fun performances.
I get to go on cool trips, play cool music.
Art gives me a way to express myself.
It helps me pay a lot closer attention to details.
It helps me feel relaxed when I get stressed.
Dance helps me boost my confidence and self-esteem.
It gives me a way to speak without words.
I like theater because you get to perform in front of an audience.
It also gives me a way to collaborate with others.
I think everyone should take an art class
because you can find something that you love for the rest of your life.
You might want to pursue that art in the future.
They're so much different than a normal class.
Because it's a lot of fun.
Find your spark in DPS Arts.
Thank you, Mr. Neighbors, and thank you teachers and students that contributed to that video. And also thank you to Mr. Enoch Robbins, elementary music teacher here in Durham Public Schools, that assembled that awesome video. If any of you have questions about taking arts courses now and in the future, please contact your music teacher or your arts teacher at your school. As arts education in North Carolina includes 4 separate and very distinct disciplines: dance, music, theater arts, and visual arts, each with its own body of knowledge and skills, DPS urges all students to celebrate and acknowledge every day, but especially in March, arts education as an essential part of every student's education in DPS. Here in Durham Public Schools, we are very fortunate to have very supportive leadership, including our deputy superintendent, who herself is a musician. Dr. Hardy was a clarinetist and the drum major in her high school band, and now she conducts a school district, the best school district, called Durham Public Schools. Would you please welcome our deputy superintendent, Dr. Nakia Hardy.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tucker. And he's absolutely right. I spent middle and high school playing the clarinet and was the drum major in my high school band. But while I was in middle school, I actually was also in chorus and was in all county chorus. And I sang in my church choir from as old as as soon as I could talk, I was singing. And I just am super, super excited for tonight. I want to welcome our distinguished guests, our parents, our arts partners. I see several of our teachers here on the screen, our school leaders, and most importantly, our students. Although we're not in person yet, it is just so nice whenever I'm on the calls to see the faces of our youngsters. We miss you and so excited that you've had the opportunity to participate in this event. I want to welcome you to our virtual choir presentation. We are so proud to be one of the only districts in North Carolina that offers district arts events for our students. We know how important it is, as you saw in the video, for our students to be able to express themselves. Music and the opportunity to do that, theater, gives our students an opportunity to express themselves in ways that they really are not able to in a traditional reading, literacy, or math class. In Durham Public Schools, we prioritize arts education, as we know now more than ever how important it is for our students to have these experiences. To our teachers that I see on the call, we are so grateful for each of you. In addition to this work, I want you to know our teachers are working constantly with our students. They are trying to make sure, especially at our high school level, that our students have opportunities for scholarships and performances and portfolios as they are looking to what happens after high school. And that is a testament of the dedication of the teachers that we have in Durham Public Schools. I want to thank all of our students who participated. This year, we have 131 students representing 31 different schools from across the district. Parents, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for challenging your students, allowing them the opportunity. And I know sometimes it might not always sound good. Now, I play clarinet. There was a time when I tried to learn how to play the oboe, and my mother just let me do it. It didn't always sound good. So I know there are times, parents, when they're singing, they're playing their instruments, and it's not always quite there. Thank you so much for allowing them the opportunity to express themselves. You just don't know how much that is cultivating the spirit inside of them. We appreciate you for supporting your students, for supporting Durham Public Schools, and really for joining us this evening. We know it's a busy time, but joining us to celebrate our students in this performance. Again, thank you so much. On behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Mabinga, our board chair, Bettina Upstead, and our vice chair, Mike Lee, thank you so much. I'll turn it back over to Mr. Neighbors.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hardy, and thank you, Dr. Tucker, or Mr. Tucker. Thank you all for being here for this event. We're going to start our viewing now. If you're experiencing some lag on your video, it'll probably help if you turn your camera off. That will help with your viewing experience. We're going to kick things off with our elementary chorus, singing Shine on Me by Dr. Rollo Dilworth. The elementary schoolers had the privilege of working with Dr. Dilworth, and he talked so much about how important it is for us each to be a light shining in our district during these hard times. Oh, friends, give them a big virtual round of applause. Yay. We move next to our middle school chorus. Maybe. They will be singing Dreamkeeper by Rollo Dilworth. Dr. Dilworth also came in to talk to them, and he talked about this poem by Langston Hughes and how we are all keeping a dream within ourselves, and we need to be that dream that we present to other people. A big hearty round of applause for our middle school singers. Next, we have our high school choir. The high schoolers were joined by composer Catherine Delanoy to work on a piece called By the Waters. This is a text from the Book of Psalms that says, "How can I sing my song in a foreign space or a foreign land?" When Ms. Delanoy came to talk with us, we likened that to how can we keep making music when we're separated and have to do it virtually. And what we discovered is that we have no choice but to keep making music. It is part of what makes us who we are. And a big round of applause for our high school singers. We were so fortunate to be able to have Dr. Brandon Williams join us for our final piece. Each year at the end of All County, we try to find some way to bring all of our students, elementary through high school, together in one performance. Liberty and Justice for All was that piece this year. When Dr. Williams was with us, we were able to talk about the themes of every single student, every single person deserving respect and liberty and justice that is promised to us in the United States. I hope you enjoy.
stop fighting, won't stop fighting, won't stop marching, won't stop marching, won't stop dreaming, won't stop dreaming,
Won't stop loving,
won't stop loving,
and proclaiming,
and proclaiming,
and believing.
and believing. Our voices are united, louder than hate. We have gathered here, may that all we can take. The time has come, you will hear our call. We're fighting for liberty and justice for all.
We are frightened, we are frightened, we are angry, we are angry, we are rising, we are rising, we are hopeful, we are hopeful, we are peaceful, we are peaceful, we are striving, we are striving. Won't stop fighting, won't stop fighting, won't stop marching, won't stop marching, won't stop dreaming, won't stop dreaming, won't stop loving, won't stop loving, and proclaiming, and proclaiming, and believing. Our voices are united, louder than hate. We have gathered here, we've got all we can say. The time has come, you will hear our call. We're fighting for liberty and justice for all.
My friends, I'd like to thank you so much for coming tonight. I'd like to give a virtual round of applause to all of these amazing students and teachers for all of their great work. It is such wonderful, it's a wonderful thing to get to see the Durham Public Schools still making music. Before we go, I want to make sure that we thank Dr. Debbie Pittman, Assistant Superintendent, and Megan Rindox for all of her help in organizing all of this event. I hope everyone has enjoyed the viewing. If you want to share this with any family, friends, or loved ones, great news. We're posting all of these videos up on YouTube, and so they will be available for you to share to your heart's content. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and congratulations, students, on a job well done.